everyone, it's Jasmine here, and I thought I would jump on because I'm about to do some sewing and I wanted to show you what I have planned. I some time ago found this beautiful doily which was double the size of this, and I wanted to some way incorporate it into something I sewed. And so I've cut it in half, and I was really inspired actually by this beautiful dress. I watched the other Bennet sister, and the actress who plays Mary Bennet, I've seen her on social media, and she wears these gorgeous dresses, and one of them is an O'Pioneer's dress that I have seen, and it's got sort of like a sort of patchwork block in the middle. And so I've been thinking about making that dress, but in the meantime I thought I might just play around and see what this might look like if I sew this dress up with this embroidery on it. I bought this kind of musky pink linen, and I wasn't really sure it was my color, but I'm thinking that it might look really cool with this. Well, I think it looks really pretty, this doily with this musky pink. It just, I don't know, there's something about the two that go really nicely for me. And so I'm thinking of making this dress my favorite style dress, and maybe putting a bit of a frill on it here to sort of like maybe soften the squareness of this. I've also got this really pretty piece of lace which I have in mind for another dress, but I don't know whether that could kind of pull things in. Maybe it's not wide enough to sort of soften this square bit, but I'm going to see what this turns out like. It could be a disaster, or it could turn out super pretty. I'm not sure. So this is what I think I'm going to try and sew together right now, and I'm actually thinking about pulling out my overlocker and giving that a go, because I've been a bit scared to do that, but I'm thinking about being brave and doing that. And then I also have cut out this fabric to make a different style dress than my normal go-to pattern. This one's kind of got the raglan sleeve where you put that together, and then the bodice goes like this. So I self-drafted this pattern based on a dress that I have from Linen Fox that is that style. So this was actually the dress that I'm thinking about using this pretty lace that I've picked up somewhere. Can't remember where. And I was thinking about making a little ruffle around the collar for that dress with this fabric. So I think that could look really nice. Okay, just a quick update. I have been sewing the bodice together, and I actually think it's looking very good. I think I quite like it. So I'll just move back and show you the bodice. So this is my normal pattern that I use, the dress bodice, and I've made other videos of. It's just a simple dress, but I made this little ruffle detail on the top here, which I'm getting some Liberty bias binding to sort of that I'll have sort of backing that. But I think actually it looks, I'm just going to move my sewing machine. I actually think it is looking really pretty. This sleeve I've added is a sleeve that I got from a vintage pattern that I just really liked this sleeve, and I've used it before on a Christmas dress I made last year or the year before, I think. and you can either keep it like this, which I think for this style I will, but you can also put gather around it, and that also looks really nice. But I was really worried that the square doily wouldn't look quite right on this sort of rounded neckline, but I actually think it's going to work out quite well. Let me just pull it up a little bit more. I think with the frill it kind of softens it a little bit, and I think maybe once it's on with this sort of billowy sleeve, which might kind of soften the squareness of it as well, I think it's coming together quite nicely. And it's got quite a nice puff sleeve and the frill, and it's all very whimsical and romantic, and yeah, I think I'm actually going to quite like this. So once that is done, once I've finished I'll do the neckline, I think, then I've just got the skirt, which is going to be sort of knee length, I think, gathered, and I've cut out some sleeves as well. So I've actually managed to do this in 2 meters of this linen fabric, which I got from Spotlight, and I think was about $14 a meter on sale. So I think actually this is going to work out to be a pretty amazing dress that would cost about $28-ish. I guess the bias binding was a bit more expensive, but I'm quite pleased that I've managed to do all this in 2 meters worth of fabric. So yeah, I'll put it all together now, just finish the neckline and do the skirt, and then I think I'll just hem the sleeve. I don't think I'm going to pull it in. I think I'm quite liking the floatiness of the sleeve, and I'll try it on and I'll let you know how it looks. Hi everyone, so I have sewn it kind of all together and I don't like it. It looked really good on the hanger, so I'll just sit down. It looked really good on the hanger, and I was thinking it's going to be good. I haven't ironed it yet, and this really needs a good iron, this bit. But I don't know, I just think it looks like there's like a square sewn on the front. And I don't think it looks good. I did think maybe if I brought the skirt up, that could improve it, but I just think these really square edges up here are just, I don't know, it just looks weird. Now that I'm looking at it on the screen, I'm wondering if it would look good if it was on a cream or natural linen, where this wasn't so prominent, the fact that there's a square sewn on there. Or I don't know if the frill was kind of longer and covered that, or if I did the square neckline where that might help that. All right, I think it's unpicking this, ironing the rest of the dress, and I'll have a really pretty pink linen dress. Watch this space. Okay, here we are. I have removed the piece of embroidery from the front, as much as I wanted that to work. I don't think it did, and my youngest daughter said yes, it didn't look good because it wasn't pink, she said. So it's nice to get some constructive feedback, but I think I'm quite happy with the pink dress as it is. I've just given it a quick press. I think the collar's quite a cute addition that I haven't done before. Might need to press it a little bit more. And I've put some Liberty bias binding in there with a little pink floral. The sleeve is a sleeve that I have from a vintage pattern, so it's got quite a puff sleeve. And I've left it open for now, rather than putting elastic in, which I've done in another version that I made. And it's just past the knee. I'm wearing black wool tights underneath, but For summer I wouldn't have to, and it's quite a nice length. It's just, if you can see down. So yeah, I think it's still a nice dress. I just wish that I could have incorporated this in some way, but I think I've now realized that I will have to put this onto a different dress. Yeah, I think onto a natural linen, so that you can't really see the squareness of it. It will just kind of blend in, maybe. So that was my original idea, to somehow incorporate this, but I haven't figured that out. It's too big to be pockets on a dress, and it didn't work there. So yeah, I might though have a quick look at, I've got some hexagon templates, star templates or flowers, and I might have a quick look at what that might look like with it. Okay, so my original idea for this dress was something that I was inspired by, an O'Pioneer's dress that I saw the actress who plays Mary Bennet in The Other Bennet Sister was wearing. There was sort of a patchwork piece, Liberty patchwork piece in the front. I made my daughter a hexagon quilt now 10 years ago. Actually, I do quite like the idea of this. I mean, imagine that there, but a softer colour. Got some extras there. Yeah, okay, maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll go all out. Okay, we'll see. Okay, so I've just quickly pinned this together. I quickly cut out some hexagons and used some washi tape to tape them at the back, and it's just pinned, so I haven't sewn it yet. But I just thought before I put too much time and effort in, I'd see what it would look like. So let's have a look. I actually think it looks pretty good. What do you think, Rosie? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay, maybe this is what I'm going for. It is quite similar to the inspiration that I originally had. Yeah, I could do it that way, or I could do it that way, maybe. Yeah, okay. I actually think this might work. My daughter says yes. So maybe this is what I've been meaning to do. Okay, I'm a little bit excited about this now. Okay, if I sew these hexagons all together, and I think this is the right thing to have something separate in the middle, because I did cut out one so that it was all, what do you think, Rosie? All one colour, or with the contrast in the middle?
All one colour.
Really?
Yeah.
I was thinking a contrast.
I think all one colour.
The only issue with one colour is then you kind of don't notice the hexagon shape as much. Okay, let me workshop this, and yeah, maybe she's right. Maybe all one colour. It looks a little bit different because this I've just used white paper, and these are dark blue cardboard. So, okay, I'm getting a bit excited about this dress now. I feel like this could look really special. Okay, let's see. Hi everyone, I have finished the dress, I think. So you can see it's very puff sleeve. I just moved the chair. I have done the hexagon flower. It's not stitching quite perfect. I'm just not sure. You can see up close. I just feel like I should have done the middle one a different fabric so that you could see that they're hexagons. This was the one I'd cut out, but it doesn't really fit. I don't think it doesn't really match. My other daughter said maybe I should have done it in the pink linen. So imagine the hexagon, but I don't really think that quite works either. I'm not sure. Maybe. Or then I had a look at like another Liberty fabric. Thinking I'm just going to leave it as it is now. I really like the frill. I like the sleeve. It's obviously a more dressy style now that it's got all these sort of things happening. It's got the pockets, which I really like. It's quite long. So it's sort of past my knee, which is a good length. I'm not completely sure about this, but I think that I'll leave it for now. And if I think of another option, just looking at my fabrics now to see if there would be another fabric that would suit. Yeah, I just feel like having them all one colour, you can't really see that they're all hexagons. I'm not sure, maybe that doesn't matter, but I think I also need to iron it a little bit better so that it sits a bit nicer. But overall, I think I'm quite happy with it. I might play around with the hexagon flower a little bit more. So for now, I think that I will just stick with this, see how I enjoy wearing it like this. I think it's really pretty dress. I like the pink colour. I love the sleeve, the collar. I think the Liberty hexagon flower is a cute touch. And I think maybe I'll get more used to it as I wear it. And if I really want, I can always just unpick it and have it plain pink, or I could do a new flower or do a new colour in the middle. Possibly, I'll just see how I feel. I think maybe I'm overthinking it. So maybe I should just go with how it is at the moment and enjoy it. I think maybe I need to press it a little bit better. It's a little bit puckery. It doesn't look so bad in real life, I think. I think maybe just on the camera it's looking quite puckered, but when I look down at it, it looks quite nice. Yeah, so that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed the process of watching how I go through working out what to do and sewing things and taking things off and ending up with a finished product that, yeah, hopefully I will wear a lot and enjoy, and yeah, see you next time.